Hi, it's Mark Bossert. I'm here with Bernie Pawlik, Pawlik Automotive in Vancouver, Vancouver's best auto service experience. And we're talking cars. How you doing, Bernie?
Doing very well.
So today, this vehicle is a 2008 Mercedes GL 450. What was going on with this vehicle?
So the owner of the vehicle called us. His issue was he was driving down the road. The engine stopped running, just died. And we booked the appointment. He towed it in and we diagnosed the issue.
And what did you find?
Well, we found the fuel pump was bad. So how do we find the fuel pump was bad? Well, there's a few things we look at. First of all, when someone brings a car in, is the engine cranking over? Is it going with the key? Is the engine rotating? The answer is yes. Then we know the battery's good, the starter's good, those kind of things are good. We can scan the vehicle for trouble codes. I'm not sure in this case whether we did or not, or just went straight to some underhood tests, basically just to check, are we getting any fuel to the engine? Is there spark? Those are the things we tested, found there's no fuel getting to the engine, verified that by hooking a fuel pressure gauge up, and also verified that the engine would start if we sprayed a bit of brake clean, which is basically it's a cleaning chemical, but it's also combustible. So if we spray a bit of that into the engine and the engine starts, and we know the spark is good, basically everything else is good, it's got no fuel. So found the fuel pump was bad, and that's basically what we proceeded to repair.
Let's go to the pictures. So here's our 450.
There's our 450 taken on a rainy day in Vancouver.
What kind of kilometerage did this vehicle have?
206,000. So it had a pretty good amount of use on it, and it's 2008, so we're about 16 years old. So that's a pretty good lifespan for a fuel pump.
And for a vehicle, really, today?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this vehicle's in good shape. And I mean, Mercedes are well built. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes wrong with them and they can be expensive to fix, but they are generally well built quality cars. So you should be able to get 400,000 kilometers out of one if you treat it right. So a lot of fuel vehicles, you have to actually remove the fuel tank out of the vehicle to change the pump. But fortunately for Mercedes, you don't have to do that. And that's a good thing because these fuel pumps are actually a saddle type pump where they are actually two sections of a pump a tank. The fuel tank is two sections of a tank that sort of straddles the drive shaft, and it would be a horrendous amount of work to remove it. So you can change the fuel pump in the vehicle, but still a fair amount of work. The white piece in the center, that's the new fuel pump installed. If you notice around sort of next to the blue paint, that's where the cover goes over top of the fuel pump. This is located under the rear seat of the vehicle, and it's glued down with some real kick-ass glue. Let's put it that way. It's really tough. It takes a lot of effort to pop that cover off. When the repair is all done and we verify it, we glue it back down, not with quite the same strength of glue, but something that's not going to come apart, obviously. So here's a view of the old fuel pump removed from the vehicle. A couple things to note. There's an electrical connector, wires, and electrical connector. And so the two fat wires power the fuel pump itself. And you can see that goes right into the center of the fuel tank, the orange and red wire. And then the two skinnier wires, the bluish colored wires, those go to the fuel tank sending unit. And if you go to the far left of the picture, there's a little black piece. That's a float. Kind of like if you've ever taken a toilet lid off and you looked at the toilet plunger, these are kind of the same kind of thing. They move up and down. And as they move up and down, they change an electrical signal, and that goes to your fuel gauge. There's a few things that get replaced when you do the pump in this vehicle, and it all comes as a modular unit. But the actual pump itself is right in the center. And if we go to another picture, so that's the actual fuel pump itself, sitting right in the middle. And these things sit in sort of a bath of fuel. And what happens, if you go to the next picture, Mark, you can see sort of all white, but you see sort of a dark layer about 3/4 of the way up. That layer right there, that's all full of fuel. And so when you fill the tank up, that area stays primed full of fuel, and that keeps the fuel pump cool, and that helps keep it lasting a long time. Back, I don't know, we're going back quite a few years when they started putting fuel pumps inside gas tanks. They never used to have all this surrounding item to keep the pump cool. So what would happen is, people would run it low on fuel and the pump would get too hot and basically they'd burn out really fast. So this actually allows you to run really low on fuel, and you'll never cause your pump to die early.
So other than taking the back seat out and the floor, I guess, and all that sort of the floor covering and then removing it, not that difficult to change over?
Not too
How?
difficult, not compared to a lot of vehicles where you have to actually drop the fuel tank out of the vehicle. So to all of us, these are a much preferred way to repair a fuel pump.
And what was the expense on the new fuel pump?
It's over $1,000 job, parts and labor for sure. Quite a bit more than that, actually.
So not inexpensive.
And we're in Canada, yeah. It's a Mercedes, but not as bad as some vehicles. It's not cheap, but it's not as bad as some vehicles. And the service time is not as much as other vehicles where you have to pull a fuel tank out. It's much higher, even though you might pay a little less for the part. So overall, I'd say it's kind of an average cost, nothing more than maybe say, a certain GM vehicle where you'd have to actually drop the tank. So, fuel pumps are not that cheap of a job on any vehicle these days.
So there you go. If you need service for your Mercedes in Vancouver, the people to see are at Pawlik Automotive. You can reach them on their website, pawlikautomotive.com. You can book right there. They'll get back to you. They'll get prepared for your appointment. Or you can call them at 604-327-7112 to book your appointment. You have to book ahead. They're always busy. Pawlik Automotive in Vancouver, BC, Canada. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Thanks, Bernie.
Thank you, Mark. Thanks for watching.